came off a very high of the summer and unbeaten in the Premier League. How much was maybe Wednesday just a little bit of a realisation of the work that Chelsea have over the next few months as you approach this game tomorrow?
I think Wednesday game is a normal game in terms of it's Champions League game. It's Bayern Munich away, and we knew that was tough game. We try our best. I think for part of the game we were very good, and then for sure there are things that we can do better. But like always, but we don't like lose game for sure. But my feeling at the end of the game was a good feeling in terms of we are here and we're gonna play our part in this competition.
We've heard this week from the PFA who've been checking in on a couple of your players. You spoke last week about the fact that you hadn't even spoken to Raheem Sterling when he hadn't got his move on deadline day. How comfortable are you with the situation that those players find themselves in? I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were a player. How might you feel in their situation?
But I've been in Raheem's situation and Axel's situation as a player, and for sure I know that it's not the best feeling for a player, because if you are a player that means that you want to train and play a game, but then for different reason the situation is the situation that is in this moment, and I know that the club is giving them the opportunity to work in the right way, and this is the only thing I can say.
It feels like from the outside, from what we've heard, training separately, eating separately, not being apart, it seems quite extreme. Are you not worried about the long-term effect? I mean, what effect did that have on you when you were told to be by yourself and absolutely not be a part of what they signed up to be a part of?
No, but I think I know that it's something that probably you like and you want to talk about that. But it's not just Chelsea. It's any club in the world. I can promise you, Italy, Spain, England, France, USA, Brazil, any club in the world. When for any reason the player and the club doesn't find any solution, you give the player all the tools to do training session and to do everything. But if you are not involved in the squad, you are not involved in the squad. Again, I know that it's something that you like to talk about, but it's not about Chelsea. It's about any club in the world.
I know, but it's about human at the centre of this, isn't it? Like their health, their mental health. My
father is 75 years old, and for 50 years he has been fisherman, working for 2 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock in the morning. This is hard in life, not a player the way they work.
A word on United then. We've heard a lot from Amorim after what's been quite a difficult start to the season for him. He's speaking to his philosophies. As a modern manager at a club where you don't always have total control over the players in and out, how much do you feel having that element of flexibility helps you to get to where you want to go?
The only thing I can say that I really appreciate Ruben. I watch Ruben games since he was in Sporting. He's magnific manager. Like all the manager, when you start a new project, sometimes you can struggle a little bit more, a little bit less, but at the end you're gonna struggle. But I don't have any doubt that it's a fantastic manager.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gail. John?
Hi, Enzo. Chelsea haven't won at Old Trafford in quite some time. I don't know if you know that. Since 2013, I think, 12 years since they won at Old Trafford. Is it fair to say this does look quite a good opportunity given the start that United have had?
I think it's always difficult to play United away in their stadium, Old Trafford. So I don't think that now is the right moment, or next year will be the right moment, or last year was the right moment. It's always difficult. It's a difficult team, it's a difficult stadium, I watch the games that they played this season. Some of the game is not a real result in terms of even City game. Until 1-0, 2-0, they were in the game. When the game was 0-0, they had a few chances to score and to go ahead on the result. So it will be a tough game, no doubt.
Player-wise, how's Cole Palmer and any other injuries from the week?
Cole is okay. We have a session now. We flew back yesterday, so we need to assess some of the players. We have some doubt. We didn't do any session since Wednesday game, and we see after.
It's going to be like this, obviously, with the Champions League. But does that give a team like Man United, who kind of don't play every weekend, an advantage over you, given you didn't get back till Thursday? You travel up to Manchester, I presume, today.
If you ask me, I prefer to play Champions League game, no doubt. But at the same time, the reality says that they had one entire week to prepare the game, and we play a game 2 days ago, 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago. But again, I prefer to play Champions League games.
And given the week you've had, obviously the draw at Brentford, the defeat in Munich, does it just put a little bit more pressure on this game at Old Trafford?
Absolutely no. Personally, no. I have pressure all the game that I want to try to win all the game. But it's not because we drew Brentford and we lost Bayern Munich away that this game I feel more pressure. I always had pressure because we want to win all the games. And again, I think Bayern Munich away, PSG away, and Barcelona away, probably they were the worst stadium to go and play the first game in Champions League. And we were there, we compete face to face, and we see the next one.
Thanks, John. Soraya?
Hi. Against Bayern Munich, of course, outside of the really strong points, there was some fatigue among some of the players that we could see. Specifically, mainly João Pedro, who had to lead the press a lot of the time and use his physicality. Of course, you recalled Marc Gui, and he's very good at pressing. But how realistic is it in your plans to consistently use him in Delap's absence?
Marc is back. The reason why he's back is because the intention is to use him, but he needs to do things better. He needs to improve things, and for sure we're gonna use him.
When Parma and Esteval play together, you have like a right wing that likes 10 zones. You have a 10 that likes drifting into the right half space. Who do you prefer to play wider in general? And just on the back of Esteval, how much do you think he can develop and be great in that 10 role?
Esteval can be great in all the attacking position because his talent is very good. He's top player. But at the same time, he's 17, 18 years old, so he needs a little bit. It's 18-year-olds in his time a little bit. But I think both they can play wide, both they can play as a 10, and I feel very lucky to have both of them with us.
Last season, I remember we spoke about ahead of a Newcastle game when they were in a difficult period that this is the hardest time to play a team like that. As mentioned, Manchester United are on an up and down sort of situation right now. What do you think are their main threats that could be used against you this weekend?
They have, first of all, the desire to win this game. After when you struggle, you are always with desire to. The next one is the one that we want to win. So the desire to win again against Chelsea at home in front of their fans. So there are all reasons that they can be very important for them.
Thanks, Soraya. Simon?
Hi, Enzo. Garnacho, how do you think he's started under you, and how do you think he's mentally prepared to go back to his old club? Do you think he's ready to start in a game where we don't know what kind of atmosphere or reception he might get from the United fans?
In the last 2 games, he was inside very good. He came in very good in the second half against Brentford and the other day against Bayern Munich. So we are up in the way he's adapting our style, what we want from the winger. Now, if he's ready to start tomorrow, I think he's ready to start.
And so, what do you think he should get a good reception from Man United fans, given he seemed to leave in a sort of very unhappy way?
I don't know, Simon. To be honest, I don't know. It's a question for the fans, not for me. I don't know.
Could he handle it though if he does get a tough reception? Do you think he's quite a young player?
Yeah. It's always difficult. The other day, against the Bayern Munich, Cucurella every time touched the ball. The noise was not the best one, but you have to learn also to handle these kind of things.